my good gosh. Hello. Hey, Sue. Hi, everyone. Oh, my hair's a mess. Look at me. I've already started ranting without you. I've been ranting to the fucks outside, for fuck's sake, who are digging up the pavement right outside because, you know, I don't know, they're just trying to distract us and pretend that everything is normal. I've already had an argument with, and don't get me started. So for fuck's sake, you'll be hearing banging in the background, okay? Hi, everyone. Kevin, Mike, woo! Lynette, Laura, Gabriela, Nicotra. Storm coming! So, hola. Oh, thank you. Yes, look at that. Look, I'm in my look. This is out of Africa. I'm going to start talking like that, like Miss Blixen, Meryl Streep. I have to do that for Meryl Streep. So for fuck's sake, hello everyone. Here from France, Frank Lapousse. It's got to be pleasant. Yeah, the banging, it's really helping. You know what? Yeah, we have. Yes, don't you? Rhino. Hey, South Africa. How you doing? Excuse me as I change out my little scarfings here. Sean, hey cuz, how you doing? Hey. Yeah, this is it. Cristobal, Storm Cristobal, Hurricane Cristobal is coming towards. It'll either hit Houston or New Orleans. I bet you know which one I hope it's going to hit. Hi from Labrador City. Woo! Labrador City. Canada. Hi there, guys. Hello, everyone. Kate, for fuck's sake. David Epstein, Chris Graham, darling, the Welsh are in. One of these days, I'm actually going to call you guys and speak to you. It's been bonkers because between doing this and promoting Hold My Hand all over the world, but mostly right now in Mexico, which has been ridiculous, and taking care mostly of Doris, actually, is the truth, and trying to help my friends Ariana and Dame Notting, you know, with the super divas. I don't have enough time. Shirley Green, finally you're on. Dad, how are you all doing? Anders Sjöberg from Sweden, I bet, is there. Hello. Souflad, I bet I fucking had, for fuck's sake. You're not damn kidding. I want those bloody photos. We all know Souflad, the greatest wildlife photographer in the fucking world. Well, she's going to make me some giant prints for somewhere. Very exciting. Yeah, Doris, she's up, she's down. It's like I'm sleeping on the floor with her now on another dog bed. No, stop. Don't say it. But I do have a bit of a surprise for you. Hang on, I got someone to show you. Doris couldn't be with us, so instead... Whoa! Oh, good God. Instead, I know. He's like, whoa! Oh, no, he knows he's on camera. Instead, I just wanted to show you my beautiful... Stop, Duke! Come here, baby. Come here. I wanted to show you my incredible 21 pounds now, 20-pound cat. Because I don't know why he did that. He's always so good. Come here, Duke. Whoa, look at him. Oh. We've seen Duke in my workout videos. He really is like a fucking medicine ball. Bye, Duke. Bye, Dukey. Yeah, unless you want to stay up here, mate. Do you want to stay here? No, go on. Go and kill a bird or something, something useful. So I'm going to start. Oh, isn't he beautiful? The beautiful Duke. Dr. Duke. He's always sitting close to Doris and being kind of like looking very medical and concerned. Always. I know. Tony, Dukey, yeah, he's always looking incredibly sort of like, I'm going to take your temperature now. Doris, yes. I don't know he's Scottish. I just always like the idea of a Scottish doctor being a cat. I don't know how that worked, but where does one start this week? Where does one start, apart from flicking one's hair? Where the fuck does one start with what's been going on here? Can I share this with you, all good Brits that are on, and obviously Americans, Canadians, you're watching and going, for fuck's sake, as well. Anybody who's outside of America is just going, And everybody in America is just going. And, I'm sitting here in LA watching the most distressing things I've seen for a very, very long time. And the first distressing thing, of course, was George Floyd being murdered, let's be honest. But I got to tell you, up the street, like 2 blocks up the street, the National Guard, Humvees, full army gear, the full camouflage, everything is going on. The army are here. Why don't I feel good about this? It's weird. Guns make me nervous. Strange that. So I just wanted to share with you what I've been watching and see what you're all thinking. Oh, hang on, Bernard. I've just eaten a bag of wine gums and I feel sick. Is that that's not wrong. That's totally normal. You might need a stomach pump, but I think you're going to be okay. Yeah. On the world problems level, I don't think that's a big one. I mean, I'm no doctor, but hey, wine gums. So, yeah, I know, Rhino. It's just, about all this shit. You've seen this. So let me tell you about the countless videos I've been watching. Live videos. What did we do before there was live video and we could all see exactly how badly people were behaving? Well, for starters, we watched the live videos of police, making a line across the street to stop those terrible, peaceful protesters. Whoa, boo! From shaking some dandruff in their faces or something. So, or dressing in an uncoordinated manner. But anyway, too much tie-dye. So they were all getting stroppy about the protesters and building lines, and they were standing like that, already ready. And these people are just on their knees or sitting, just saying, Black Lives Count, Black Lives Matter, Black Lives Matter. And that's all they were doing. Meanwhile, behind them, did you see all of this? In Britain, behind them, ciao! Alessia. Behind them were looters literally hammering in windows, running through into, their favourite, of course, the sports places and all that kind of stuff, so they could get trainers that they could resell and all the gear and everything. Running in, coming out with literally just suitcases. Some of them had rolly things with them to take out with them. It was so organised. It was so well put together. They knew exactly what they were going for and they'd already staked it out. Any of these outdoor places like down in Santa Monica and the outdoor shops, absolutely trashed to death, looked like locusts had been, and then set it on fire. So, and there they were, and there were the police, just making sure that none of us were attacked by those terrible, kind, peaceful protesters. God forbid if they turned that love on us, what we would have done. So, for fuck's sake, and some of these looters were getting into parked cars that were they'd cased the joint. They were waiting. They were standing outside. Hey, Jesus, Mark, hey. They were waiting. They knew what was going to go. And they were just waiting for the pickup. It was fucking extraordinary, people. Extraordinary. I continue. Worse, there was this live bit from Hollywood. And I've actually got this a link to it. I'm going to put it up on my website. I'm actually going to put it up. I'll put it up I'll text it, I'll tweet it, I'll put it on Facebook. But it was from Fox News of all things. There's this link of this woman, incredible woman, and she's on the side of the pavement and she's looking at these people who are protecting their liquor store, and they're a black family, and there's an Hispanic guy there too. One of them's got a gun, a rifle. We don't like this, but that's what it had come to because the police were so overstretched. And whilst these people are they're basically keeping some looters. Like young guys are just right there, and they're keeping the looters for both coming into the liquor store and going into the gold bullion pawn shop. And they're watching, and they're keeping them away. And the looters are saying, why are you making me? Who do you think you are to stop me from taking my gold? Literally, they're saying that. And this poor family are putting their lives in danger to stand up to these people. This is how it's been. It's about locals standing up. 3 sets of police cars go past. Woo! So they're flagging them down. Nothing, because there's something really important to do with, some protester has just thrown some leaves in someone's face. And finally, The police turn around. Oh, they've seen us. They've seen us. It's going to be okay. And they come in, and they come in, and they got the guns and everything, and they come in all white, of course, bad. And this is a nervous time. They make the family who are defending their shop and the gold bullion shop. They stand them against the wall, with their faces to the wall, and they handcuff them. And the looters run away, and only one is actually got, just by chance, that because he's too stupid to have run too fast and too far away. The family are handcuffs. The journalist is screaming, no, they were the ones keeping us safe. They were the ones fighting. And the police are like, back down, lady, just keep it calm. Back down, back off, lady. And it's all that kind of fucking bullshit. Anyway, her daughter, or the woman in the family, her daughter pulls up in the middle of the street to get her mum, because she's probably watching this on TV, and she's like, Mum! And I shit you not, for fuck's sake, 4 officers turn their fucking huge guns on her like that, and she's confronted with 3 rifles in her face. I swear, I was crying, I was screaming at the TV. Harry and I were beside ourselves. We've never seen anything like it, because it was like on display, live. Hey, Livia, live as we were watching it. Yes, Stephanie. True. Isn't it horrible, Shirley? Wasn't it the worst? Because I literally thought, this family of these poor people who are fighting these fucking criminals, these opportunists, they're going to get shot. They're going to be arrested and taken away. Oh God. Shirley, you know how bad it felt. We were all, and they were like trying to push the journalists. Finally, the penny dropped. Here's the irony. Get this fucking one for fuck's sake. The chief police guy that was there said, they said, why did you get these people? And he actually admitted he'd been watching it on TV on his way over. He had been watching it. So he kind of knew who the goodies you see what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm going to share this link. Yeah. Yeah, isn't it a good job we've got great leaders that will bring us through? Thank God. And that being said, can I just say that thanks to the Emperor Trump, journos are being targeted. Do you know how many journalists have been attacked or arrested or, physically attacked by the police during all of this? If you think it's bad, the fact that they're just systematically arresting people who are doing nothing because, wasn't it the First Amendment that said you have the right to freedom of speech, freedom to march, freedom to demonstrate? Oh, yeah. Well, fuck that. So here we are. Him calling out, didn't we love him trying to shut down Twitter, his best friend Twitter, when it started to actually question the fact, and also the fact that he was provoking violent behaviour. Didn't like that. Twitter's got to be done now. Shut that down. Here we go. So thanks to him, many of the journalists have been attacked. There's a photojournalist and author, Linda Tirado. She was blinded by a rubber bullet in the Minneapolis protests. She was just taking photographs and she was hit in the left eye. She's blind. She's blind in the left eye. That's good. There she is. She's, we'll never see again, but luckily she said it's not my viewing eye, but still, come on. Did we all see the CNN reporter who was arrested live on air, the African-American guy, Omar Jimenez? He was showing them the credentials, saying, no, I work for CNN, I'm a CNN, and they arrested him. This black guy, see, looked really out of control. And this is because they are being, the message that's being sent down is, don't like the journos, don't like the protesters, they're left-wing, radicals. Terrorists, in fact, they've been called, yes. So it really is an extraordinary thing that we're watching here. And I know that you're probably all feeling as angry as I am. Truly, it's just, there's that Australian journalist who were attacked, physically attacked. And then Barbara Davison, listen to this, a Pulitzer Prize-winning photojournalist. She was near the Grove shopping mall down in Hollywood, in LA, you know it well. Something I ate. When a police officer ordered her to move, she showed her press credentials and she said in an interview the officer did not care and again told her to leave the area. After saying, sir, I'm a journalist covering this, Miss Davidson turned to walk away and the officer shoved her in the back, causing her to trip and hit her head on a fire hydrant. which luckily she didn't break her skull open because she was wearing a bloody crash helmet because she just thought it was going to get dangerous anyway. I mean, this is, what the fuck? The First Amendment, can I just say again? Yeah, this is unbelievable. The First Amendment, the freedom of speech, freedom to march, freedom to speak. This, am I wrong? Or is this meant to be a country of free speech? I don't know. I don't even know where to go on this one. For fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. So let's move on. Let's move on. So his invention and his new focus of hatred, we've gone past Twitter now. We're fucking angry at Twitter. But now we've gone on to Antifa. Antifa, a made up name. Oh, a made up name. People he calls anarchists, who, as I said, First Amendment, we ignore that quickly. Isn't it sounding a bit more and more and more like a dictatorship? Is anybody else thinking this sounds like some kind of police state? Am I the only one? No, I'm not. He wants the military to move in and, in a truly highbrow presidential style, recommended the governors use dominance, otherwise they'd look like a bunch of jerks. You can't get more presidential than those words. To me, that whole dominant shit, that sounds more to me like something his daddy would have said to him. Don't you think? Remember the stories about how disappointed he was in his son because he wouldn't man up? So he sent him to military school. Ha! The lady doth protest too much, methinks. Now, this thing about anarchists, about the Antifa, there's this other guy. His life is now under threat because Trump tweeted, this Ohio man, he tweeted that he was an anarchist just because he saw him saying, here's to these other guys, here are the keys to this, go and get as much as you need. And he was like, as a fucking anarchist. The guy was sending them off to get medical supplies and things for people when the tear gas hurt them and made their eyes, literally bleed. He was telling them to go off and get stuff and water so that they could spray out their eyes. No, anarchist. This poor man is getting death threats. He was hit by 2 rubber bullets. The back of his legs are hideous, but death threats. Gotta love it. So now, speaking of manning up, what a hero he was, the emperor, hiding in the bunker, tear gassing the people, his people, to make his walk to the fire-damaged church look all the more presidential and like a scene from Die Hard. Yeah, with a glowering Melania next to him. Did you see Malaria? Wasn't that hideous? She was literally so fucking pissed off until he went, smile, you bitch. And she did, because she has to. The woman literally is a prisoner. Now, holding up the Bible. Oh, before we get to that, I'm sorry. Trump 3. Let me read you something hysterically appalling from Trumpton. Actually, the Brits know what that means. He likes to declare that he's the president of law and order, but also an ally of all peaceful protesters. Really? For fuck's sake. He said that, just a block away, he was saying this in the Rose Garden, as clergy members on the church patio were routed by smoke and flash grenades and some form of chemical spray deployed by shield-bearing riot officers and mounted police. God, that does sound like an ally of peaceful protesters. Luckily, after berating the weak governors and telling them to dominate, he was surrounded by a phalanx of aides and Secret Service agents in order to go the 1,000 feet up to the symbol of American democracy. Luckily, he had a Bible. Luckily, because Ivanka was there. She pulled it out of her, I love this bit, her $1,540 Max Mara bag. I just love the way that was added into the report. It's brilliant. Scene of mayhem, often associated with authoritarian countries. But he has often expressed envy of those countries' ability to dominate. And he has often said he does like to feel that he can do whatever I want. And if you do anger him, like the news media, he denounces you enemy of the people. Now, the good news about all of this is the inner circle, Trump's inner circle, thought this was going to be fucking great for them. A fucking one. It's turned out that it's actually really turned people off and disgusted many people, many Republicans who think military is not what we want here. These are peaceful. I mean, you haven't seen more people people, peaceful protesters in your life. Now, on the tail of protest in this country comes looting. Don't ask me why. We don't see this in Britain. I'm not sure you see this in Europe. But here, it seems to be, the idea is the police are busy with those people with wearing the tie-dye, not doing anything bad. Let's just take advantage of the situation and just rob the fucking place dry. So this is what happens over here. Now, the Bible, I love the Bible bit. Did we all love the Bible bit? I'm on a tear. Do you love this? I love the Bible bit because somebody said to him, is that your Bible? And he's answered, yes, it's a Bible. Fair enough. Good enough for me. Good enough for me. So, and let's be honest, every powerful person, you know, every person everyone holds up the Bible or the Quran or any, you know, whatever all those good guys, they all hold up the religious book. Now, I'm just saying right here now, that Jesus Christ, not Jesus is watching right here, Jesus Christ must be spinning right now for seeing this literally unchristian behavior in the name of Christianity. Can I just quote from the Bible? I am a absolute spiritual but non-religious human being, but even I know that this is what one must live by. Love thy neighbor. Turn the other cheek. The meek shall inherit the earth. Boo. That's Trump. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not bear false witness, which means lie. And it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to enter the kingdom of God. It's good news. Good news. But we all know that our great leader, our great leader, isn't really a religious man. Come on, we know that. I mean, he has more important things to deal with. Come on. Like proving that humane people with a conscience are left-wing extremists. Terrorists, in fact, as we know. Now, let me tell you about the weird attitude towards being a fascist in America. It's okay to have fascistic, right-wing, white supremacy things going on. That's all fine. But I remember when I went and had my test for to be because I'm a dual citizen. And when I went and had my test, because I wanted to vote, because I want to have a stake in this to say who is, leading us. What they always ask is, are you or have you ever been a member of the Communist Party? And I said no. And then I was waiting for, and have you ever, or are you or have you ever been a member of the Fascist Party? No, we don't care about that. We don't care. It's all fine. It's just those lefties. I mean, Americans, I'm sorry to say it, but you all know this. They look at people like me and people in Europe as being like pinkies, pinkos, reds under the bed. Been called it many a time and accepted it gladly. But let me tell you, this is the fork in the road. Don't you think? Do we all agree? Good morning, you're a little late, Alex, but I love you. She's from Australia. She's from Australia. You are forgiven. I've been ranting about what's going on. This is the fork in the road, people. The fucking fork in the road. Of course I've written a song about it. I am writing a song for you every single week. 1 or 2. I'm going nuts. But it is the time. It's time to take society back. We have to take civilization back and make it honourable again and change our society. We've got to take back this country and make it right and whole. And we have to take care of this planet from the ground up. It's not just politics. It's not just the racism. It's everything around us, who we are as human beings. We have to face some horrible truths about the way we are. Do you see those beaches in Wales and on the Dorset coast, on the Devon coast, the Jurassic coast? What the fuck? Trashed in 2 days of people being on the beach. What is the matter with us? I swear, I tell you, for fuck's sake, it could not be called anything else. Now, if we want to speak out, and not stay silent from the sidelines and go, oh, that's bad, isn't it? Oh, look, he took a shit on the beach. If we are able to actually speak out about the dereliction of our leaders and institutions, because we're hearing I'm hearing police chiefs, that's the good side of this, saying what was done was wrong. That man was murdered, and those 4 officers were culpable, as opposed to Trump's call to arms, let's get the military in and just fuck them all over. The good news is, it's just happened today. The three other officers have been charged with, I believe, third-degree murder or homicide, or manslaughter, and Derek Chauvin's charge has been upgraded to second-degree murder. Can we all do a whoo dance, please? Because, yeah, I'm sorry. You murdered someone and the other three stood around and just went, well, you know, didn't want to, I didn't want to be pushy. No, that's the buddy system, which many cops understand and use. That you see your buddy, your partner going too far, you must stop them because you will be saving them and your lives. That's how it is. So I'm not feeling disappointment. I'm not feeling despondent. I'm feeling riled up. Can you tell? I'm fucking riled up. Yeah, I know. We're all part of the problem. Yes, and it started the Industrial Revolution. I agree with you. Yeah, I know. And we saw the queues at McDonald's. It really, really makes you feel fucking good, doesn't it? But that means that with all those goddamn people out there who just want to go back to the shit that we were living in the way that we were living it before, we have to really, really fight this, make a stand, be really vocal, be on the edge, really push this one, not be so well-mannered, but absolutely be like these amazing people who are putting their lives on the line to get to be arrested for basically having a sit-down peaceful protest. Honest to goodness, it makes you sick. So there are only two roads that we can take, and we know which ones those are, and I know which I believe, you believe that we should take. And here is the song, so wish me well. First time ever, here we go. These are strange times. We don't know where we're going. Plays on the mind. All of this unknowing, it's in all of our lives. It's all so terrifying, and we're at the breaking point, it's true. Now is the time to change this world for better. Just read the signs, 'cause we've all been sent the letter. We've crossed the line. But if we stand together, there's so much that we can do. Give a little love to each other. If we just have a little faith for one another, and stand by what is right. Ignore the dollar. Turn away from hate before it's too late. Before we've lost everything. Oh, this much I know. We're at the fork in the road. Fork in the road. The streets of this town are filled with peace and anger. We want to turn around. We won't watch any longer and not make a sound. We need to right the wrongs here from the ground up. Just give a little love, get a little love for each other. Have a little faith in one another. Stand by what is right. to each other. If we have a little faith, have a little faith for one another. Stand by what is right, not the dollar. Turn away from hate before it's too late, oh, before we lose everything. This much I know, we're at the fork in the road. A fork in the road. We are at the fork in the road. We are at breaking point. Truly, thank you so much. Thank you, darling Sue and Shirley. Livia, thank you. Martina, thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Rhino. Thanks, Philip. Thank you. I mean, I keep wanting to bang these things out. See, I've got a whole album now. I will have a whole album based on what the fuck, for fuck's sake. I should call it, for fuck's sake, what is going on. Yeah. So right. But thank you. I'm just going to keep doing them every damn week. Or, twice a week. Good Lord. But listen, here's what I think. When I was a kid, and by the way, I'm so glad that you are. Thank you, Livia. Thank you. Yeah, we all need to steer this thing. We better had, because nobody else is, and we know the alternative. And really, if you don't think it can get worse, it can. And that's throughout the world. It can only get worse unless we take hold of this. That's all. That is all. So, I'm glad that people are enjoying the latest a cappella of America. You know how much that means to me, and especially now, how pertinent and poignant that is. Thank you, Stephanie. It really means so much, because as you know, what I thought was the American dream, what I thought America was, in London, listening to all that amazing African-American music, all that black music, from Stevie Wonder, Jelly Roll Morton, Aretha Franklin, Prince, Ella Fitzgerald, Oscar Peterson, Bill Withers, Billie Holiday, Ellington. It's endless. It goes on and on and on. This is the music I was listening to, as well as classical and opera and everything in between. But I'm gonna tell you, and it's something that I once heard Tom Jones say as well. Is it just a Welsh thing? I don't know. Maybe it's a soul thing. But he said once he grew up wishing that he was black and wondering why he wasn't, and was kind of fecked off that he wasn't. I was exactly the same way, because I didn't have a clue when I was a kid what that meant to be black in America. I didn't have a clue, but I certainly do now. And of course, as an avid movie watcher, I fell for all those stories, the everyman stories. I now realize, and I'm embarrassed to say, they're all white, and any black people in them are usually the happy singing slaves in the background of the plantation, and it's embarrassing and shameful. And I see it with such different eyes now, of course, as an adult and somebody that lives in New Orleans and knows all this stuff and knows the history of the South so much, but the history of this entire country so much, and what is still in this country so deeply. And yeah, it makes me so sad to see that now. But I want us to be uplifted today, and that's why I've chosen these two uplifting songs about really being determined and not being depressed or disappointed, but just being ready to push and to demand these things and to want for these things and to fight for what is right and important to us. So this is a song I did write in New Orleans, and it's got a very kind of New Orleans piano style to it, and it is about friendship and support, pushing forward, supporting the downtrodden. It's about being a human being and doing the right thing by each other. And so I know Pedro will be happy that I'm playing this for sure. But this is a song about being just a damn right human being. It's hard, but I think we're all very capable of being it. especially in these times. Can it get any worse? There have already been a plague of locusts, by the way. Yeah, that's already come. Here is an old song of mine, Sweet Feet. Sweet feet, brother, sister, I watched your fragile features grow. I know all the pain that you retain inside. I'd do anything to make it go. I can be wearing, I can be tearing at times, but there's just one thing I want to let you know. When it feels like life has laid you low and there's no one hanging round. Yes, when it feels like you've got nowhere else to go, I'll keep your sweet feet firmly on the ground. 'Cause you and I have grown up, you and I have sold out, you and I have laughed, and we keep rolling on. When it feels like life has laid you low and there's no one hanging round. Yes, when it feels like you're just a rolling stone, well, I'll keep your sweet feet firmly on the ground. I'll keep your sweet, oh, your sweet feet on the ground. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. Darling friends, thank you all so much. There'll be another a cappella coming very soon, I promise you. Thank you to all my fans from Mexico who've been so incredible to me as I've been promoting heavily all this week, every morning. Thank you dearly. It has been an absolute joy. I'm off to help a couple of my friends, the fabulous Ariana Unibublis and Dame Nothing Like Her, to get those tips together right now. But until Sunday, I thank you so much for saying, for fuck's sake, with me, Judith Owen. Take care of yourselves, keep those masks on, keep the 6 feet and put those gloves, whatever you need to do, keep doing it. I love you and good luck to everybody in America right now. See you Sunday. Mwah. Bye guys.